Met or not, aeroplanes are slowly driving in Met. I live near an airport, and passing planes can be heard night and day. The airport was built during the war, but for some reason we cannot use them. Over 100 people must have been driven away from their house by the noise. I am one of the few people left. Sometimes I think this house will be knocked down by a passing plane. I have been offered a large sum of money to go away, but I'm determined to stay here. Everybody says I must be mad, and they are probably right.
Mad or not, aeroplanes are slowly driving me crazy. I live near an airport and racing planes can be heard night and day. The airport was built during the war, but for some reason it could not be used then. Over 100 people over 100 people must have been driven away by from their house but from their house by the noise. I am the one of few people left. I have been offered a large sum of money to go away, but I determined to stay here. Everyone think I must be mad, and they are probably right.
Not or not, aeroplanes are slowly driving in Met. I live near an airport, and passing planes can be heard night and day. The airport was built during the war, but for some reason it could not be used then. Over 100 people have been driven away from their homes because of the noise, and I am one of the few people left. Uh, Sometimes I think this house will be knocked down by a passing plane. I have been offered a large sum of money, but I am determined to stay here. Everybody thinks that I have been mad, uh, and they're probably right.
Mad or not, airplanes are slowly driving me mad. I live near an airport and I can hear passing planes day and night. The airport was built in the war, but for some reason it could not be used back then. Over 100 people must have been driven away because of the noise. Uh, I have been given because of the noise. I am one of the last few that are left. Sometimes I think that this house could be knocked down by a passing plane and I will die. And I have been given a large sum of money to go away, but I am determined to stay. Sometimes I think everybody must have think I am mad, and they are probably right.
Mad or no, aeroplanes are slowly making mad. I live near an airport, and a passing plane can be heard night and day. The airport was built during the war, and for some reason it could not be used then. Over 100 people was driven away from their house by the noise, and I think, and I'm the one of the left people. I think my this house will be knocked down by a passing plane, and I have been offered large large sum of money, and to go away. I determined to stay here, and everybody say I have to be mad, and they would be right.
Aeroplane are slowly driving me mad. I live near the airport, and the passing plane can be heard night and day. The airport was built during the war, but for some reason could not be used there. Over 100 people must have been driven away from their home because of the noise. And I'm one of the few people left. Sometimes I think that my house will knock down by passing planes. I have been offered a large sum of money, but I have determined to stay. everybody says that I must be mad, but and I think they are probably right.
Aeroplanes slowly driving me mad. I live near an airport, and passing plane can be heard night and day. The airport was built during the wars, but for some reason it couldn't be used then. Over 100 people must have been driven away from their house by the noise. But I am one of the people left, and a few people left. Sometimes I think this house will be knocked by the passing planes. I have been offered by large sum of money to go away, but I don't mind to stay here. Uh, Everyone says I must be mad, and they are probably right.
Aeroplanes are slowly driving me mad. I live near an airport, so passing plane can be heard night and day. Uh, this airport was built during the war, but for some reason it could not be used then. Over 100 people must have been driven away from their homes by the noise. I am the one of few people left. Sometimes I think this house will be knocked down by the passing plane. I have been offered by a large of sum of money, but I am determined to stay here. And everybody says I must be mad, and they are probably right.
Mad or not, airplanes are slowly driving me mad. I live near an airport, and passing planes can be heard night and day. The airport was built during the war, but for some reasons, it could not be used then. Over 100 people driving away from their house by the noise. I'm one of the few people left. Sometimes I think this house will be knocked down by the passing planes. I have over a large sum of money to go away, but I'm determined to stay here. Everyone says I must be mad, and maybe they are probably right.
Aeroplanes are slowly driving me mad. I live near an airport, and passing plane can be heard at night and day. Um, the airport was built uh, during the war, but some some reason I it could not be used. Over 100 people have been driving away from their house by the noise.
Wrong, mister.
By the noise. I'm one of the few people left. Sometimes I think this house will be knocked down by passing plane. I've been offered a large sum of money to go away, but I determined to stay here. Everybody say I must be mad, and there are probably right.
Aeroplanes are slowly driving me mad. I live uh, near an airport, and passing planes can be heard night and day. Mm, airport was built during the war, but for some reason it cannot be used. Over 100 people must have been driving away from their homes by the noise. Sometimes I think this house will be knocked down by the passing plane. Uh, I have been offered of large sum of money to go away. But doesn't mind I stay in here. Everyone say I must mad and uh, they are probably right.
Aeroplanes are slowly driving me mad. I live near an airport, and passing plane can be heard night and day. But for some reason it can could not use then. Over 100 people must have been driven away from their homes by the noise. I am one of the few left. Sometimes I think this house will be knocked down by the passing plane. I have been offered a large sum of the money but I determined to stay here. But I determined to stay here. Everybody says I must make, and they are probably right.